Good evening, Mr. Ravish. How are you?
I'm good. You tell me, how are you?
Oh, couldn't be better. Thank you so much. And welcome to your very first session with me. How's your day
Yeah,
turning?
thank you. Um, Day is like any other day, like,
All right.
and
Well,
how's Friday treating you so far?
Friday is coming up with lots of good things, I feel. I've completed a lot of tasks, so I've just checklisted the to do list I prepared. So I'm happy. It's coming up with a lot of new zeal. I'm getting up for the next week.
Okay,
What about
cool.
you? What are your plans for this weekend?
This weekend, I think India will take on Pakistan for sure, and again, we're going to have the interesting match we're expecting. If rains, did not happen, so probably we're going to have a blast on Sunday. So I'm just waiting eagerly, yeah, when India will play with Pakistan. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. That's nice. Well, this is completely out of my context. I am not
Okay.
into any kind of sports.
All right. No problem.
What else brings you happiness apart from this? What would be a great start for the weekend? Is there any work that you would do probably?
I don't have any such plans for this Sunday or Saturday, except, like I said, um, actually we had some plans. Like I was calling a few friends, and they were scheduled to come to my place actually, but that didn't happen. So that has got postponed, for the next weekend. So yeah, that's what the Saturday Sunday looks like for me. If there is no surprises as such. But for now, like I said, just the one thing which I am passionately looking forward is the India versus Pakistan match. Else, everything seems to be normal.
Ah, okay, makes
Yeah,
sense. So, as we are meeting for the first time, why don't we do the honors of introducing each other so that it's easy for us to have
sure,
a clue about?
absolutely. My name is Kumar Ravish, as you can see, and I'm a working professional. I have around 10, 11 years of experience. I'm into US IT staffing. I hire people from US. So I'm on this platform to brush up my conversational skills. So that's about me.
You seem to have good skills. What area of improvement are you seeking for? Where do you feel that, okay, I need to definitely excel?
I think there is again a area of for the improvement when
True.
there is a scope of improvement, right? And that's definitely one thing which keeps you motivating every time. The
Indeed.
the area which I think I really need to work is the idioms and phrases, the correct use of the idioms and phrases that you're using while you're communicating, and I really need to work on them. And I think better way of speaking, different style of speaking the same sentences, right? So can be probably the area of interest or area of improvement for me for now, so that I'm
Okay.
excelling towards it. Yeah. So that was about me. Why don't you tell me a little about yourself?
Okay, as it's reflecting on screen, I'm Shruti Sharma. I am a content writer by profession, so every now and then, whenever I get time, I love to jot down my things. Talking about English language training, it came to me 3 years ago. I started shaping my career. So far, I've helped thousands of learners. So, whosoever aims for improving their pronunciation, presentation skills, I like to guide them.
Wow,
That's
awesome.
all about me.
And that brings to for me to ask you a question.
Yes, please.
That today, like the technology is changing rapidly, right? And when it comes to artificial intelligence, like they have chatbots and robots and everything, right? We have in front of us, and now
Absolutely.
that if I talk about content writing particularly, that has become easier, right? You know what I'm saying, and
Yes.
probably we have a fear of losing our jobs. That could be a number of jobs that we are probably expecting in future, and even the profession that I am into is highly volatile, and one can expect that, okay, our jobs could be probably we have to give up our jobs maybe in the future if artificial intelligence takes over everything, right? So especially if I was
Yes,
talking about the content writing, right? It has become way too easier now that you talk about any particular topic and you have the answer in front of you. So how do you
of
deal with it?
course.
Do you think it's probably a threat for you, or something which probably you should bother about? Is it
Not at
bothering
all,
you?
because no, I would tell you, I would give you a glimpse about how my career started. So,
Okay.
from childhood, I've been into poetry, recitation, or writing poetry by myself. So,
Okay.
initially, I started selling my poetries, that too for US clients. And later on, in future, I have a set of books that I would like to write or I would like to pile up with. So that's one thing which I always hook up to. Other than that, I started my career initially with HR, where hiring was my
Hmm.
main domain.
Wow.
Later on, turned my career into marketing. Yes, I'm pursuing a master's in marketing, so of course I would shape my career in that. But content writing came to me at a stage where I was playing with words. I love to pen down my thoughts, as I told you earlier. So initially, I was a bit introvert, and explaining myself wasn't easy for me through words. That's when papers justified and pen was the best weapon I could use to
Yeah.
twist someone's arms. So I never have this because I don't look myself just as a content creator or content writer, in my field. I'm a kind of person who's a bit ambitious and try to change according to the needs. So I
Oh,
never bother
well,
about it.
that's great again, but that's probably could be a problem for a lot of people, because whenever you choose something consciously, you wanted to master that skills, right? And then if that goes for a toss, say for example, then you are left with no other choices. But that's not
Yes.
the case with you, and that's incredible again.
No.
Yeah.
And yes, so I don't want to cage myself. Means I have this notion, I don't know whether it's right or wrong. By the time I retire, I should not tell myself that I have done just this. They say that you are a teacher and you die as a teacher. I don't want to do that. So again, English speaking is something which I'm passionate about now. Don't know about later stages. If I fall in love with
Yeah.
it, of course, I would tune myself, as I've been doing it since long. But they say it's better to be. There's again a statement which sometimes bothers me out, which says that jack of all, master of none.
Yeah. Correct.
But it's
Right.
okay. Life is all about giving at risk, and it also helps you widen your horizons. So I'm doing that.
Awesome.
That's it.
And is this what is your full time profession? I mean, if I talk about taking classes on Clap and Go, and again, like you said, you are into content writing. So do you do something else as well apart from taking classes in content writing?
Yes, of course. I'm head of content at English Yari. So, yeah, that's what I do as of now.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
It's working out in my favor.
Very nice. So you are. I
Yes,
can say that you are an entrepreneur as well.
soon. Yes,
Good luck.
I aim for. Oh, thank you so much. I think we all have a learning stage. I am into the stage where I'm experimenting myself. And unless and until you experiment, there's no choice that, oh, I would land into a good profession, isn't
Correct.
it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I'm doing this. I've been doing this rather. Uh, Done many things. I was a science student earlier. You won't believe that.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
later on, I jumped into. Yes. So life is all about finding the right place for yourself, isn't
And
it?
what brings you all of these? Because I know that there's a couple of other platforms that are available, right? And Clapping Go, Cambly, and there's so many others as well. I know about them.
Yes.
So, what brings
Yes.
you to thinking about all this? The applications were already there, and you have a direct competition with a few others. And how did you think about getting into this English Yari? If you'd like to share something.
Okay, yes, absolutely. I would love to. I've always been upfront whenever I talk about any organization. Prior to this, I've worked with great MNC. I won't be able to name that because of reasons, but
Okay.
after working with MNC, I realized that a successful MNC is majorly based upon the leaders you have and equally at the work experience, right? What kind of environment you get there. The moment I stepped in at English Yari, it's not that I haven't served in any other platform, I have, but English Yari gave me a free hand where I don't have to just cram up the script and present it in a way. Or neither there's a set of rules that you need to follow. Okay, you have to drive the session in this particular format. No, it completely depends upon you. You get the charge of your session. Thirdly, the personalized attention. And as I told you about work experience, I must say, with God's grace, I got a great co founder who is there to give you constructive feedback. And that's what all you require. A good team makes out a good empire. So that's what I strive for. So when I look at this company, I see a lot of potential. And within 1 year, I hope you would see great change.
Great, awesome. And do you think it is coming along in a great sense? I mean, are you able to be kind of successful so far in achieving what you planned?
I never plan my life. They say you're not even sure about the next moment whether you'll be alive or not, and then we have future plans. Of course, I see myself after 10 years. Of course, I have long term vision that okay, this must be there in my life. um, of course, I've always been a woman who would say that I want to be a businesswoman, won't be like working as an employee. So let's see how it turns out.
Very nice. But for
What
most
about
of
you?
Yeah, definitely. I think for most of us, it's really difficult, to start entrepreneurship because the job is something which is easy, take for most of us, right? And you don't have to take risk. All you have to do is simply, if you have that capability or say skills, you simply go ahead and join a company and then probably perform as
Uh-huh.
per their standards and everything, right? And then you don't have to take risk. At the end of the month, you get your checks and everything. So you don't have to bother anything else. But yeah, if
Yes.
you wanted to, see yourself somewhere down the line, right? A term that comes and which is very very much talked about today is like financial freedom, right? And which is probably not possible when you're in job, that's for sure, because I've also spent good amount of time working for a company, right? And then I am able to figure it out now that it's definitely not something that you probably will land you in order to get financial freedom for sure. But for that you have to take risks, you have to probably plan yourself, you have to probably
Yes.
get into entrepreneurship, so which has been very difficult for most of the people. But
Yes.
yeah, ultimately, if you wanted to get something big, you have to get into it, and you have to really plan big and execute it.
You have to
Most
put
of
things at stake,
all,
of course.
yeah, you have to put things at stake, right? That's right.
Yes, and I come from a family where most of my family members are government servant, so they come with stability in life, and I'm completely opposite right from my childhood. So
Right.
that's why I think it's my blood that I would like to do so. My
And I'm
father
sure that
has
you
been a
must be.
risk taker, so do I.
What was that? I'm sorry, I missed out the last sentence.
I said my father has been a risk taker, so do I.
Oh wow, great. I'm sure that you must be aware that today or nowadays, the entire industry or probably the economy is slowing down, right? We are experiencing a bit of a recession kind of thing or economic
Of
crisis
course.
at this moment, and there are a lot of countries, like especially if I talk about US, UK, and most other European countries, they're already driven into the uh, economic crisis, wherein we are high possibility of losing jobs every day, and
Yes.
the same thing is happening over and over again. It's been like 1.5 years now, and the same thing you experience. It's getting devastated every day. Even in
True.
India, also we are losing jobs. We are on the verge of we are sitting on the verge of losing jobs like anything. No guesses like when the market will revive, but yeah, for risk takers, ultimately, if you're left with no choices, you have to probably, when say for example somebody loses jobs, right, or he's having hard time getting another job. So what are the options he's left with? Probably he'll go into something out of the box, which he or she has never done before, like entrepreneurship, right? So, but that's again, there are people who've been striving hard now, and I can see that people are being charged out. I mean, the people are being asked to leave company like anything. So
Yes.
yeah, especially the market that we are in, like I'm into US IT staffing, and there are so many companies that have already closed so far, and the people are being asked to leave, and they're attrited like anything. So God knows when things will revive, but we're expecting, that maybe next year, first or second quarter, things should revive, but nobody knows so far. Yeah,
Absolutely. And talking about this corporate sector, it has always been, a hype that you never know what happens the next moment. You cannot take
and
things like, okay, this would happen. You have to be ready for, something which can happen anytime soon to you. That's why I believe that not everyone can be an entrepreneur. It takes a lot of courage, of course, and equally you have to be ready that for entire year, or at least for the first initial 2 years, you won't make even a single penny. You just have to give and give to all these people who would work for you. So if
right,
you're practical enough to live that life, hustle every day without thinking whether it's night or day, then you should enter into this field and with prior research. I've seen people coming with lots of energies and then they collapse like anything.
absolutely, yeah, that
So it's
happens.
essentially you come up with some skill set, be it time management, money management, personality development. Everything matters.
So tell me, as per your experience, what do you think? I mean, one should have, except again, you have some skills. Say, for example, you are very good at Java development, right? Or probably you've got good at IT skills. What else do you think one should have, except the skills that you are possessing? Is there anything else that you think one should possess?
Okay, first of all is leadership, you know, then people management. If you are able to manage, if you're able to deal with others, see, a good leader is the one who divides and rule. I cannot know everything, but if I have the ability to sense who can work for me, who can stay for me for a longer time, if I'm good at taking that decision, things would be at place.
Wow.
Even if you go to any great CEO and you ask them, they would say, I just had idea, I got right people on board, and that's when they started working. So it's all
Wow.
about
So
mindset.
all right. So do you think that, when you see that people are you've already invested in, right, and then you've hired people, and then all of a sudden you realize that, okay, I mean, this is later on, you probably put that person on work, right? Maybe 2 months, 3 months down the line, and when you realize that, okay, he's not productive. So what's your take on this? I mean, do you think that you should continue with that person, or you should give another chance, or you straight away go and say that, okay, no, we cannot continue anymore with you?
First of all, I've read and equally I've experienced from my life is that uh, at every point of time you require feedbacks. Alternatively, let's suppose once in a month, the prior organization I was working in, every month we would get a feedback meeting so that you get appreciated for what you did right, and equally you get to know that okay, this is a constructive criticism which I should work on later. So if you are giving feedback instantly to the people, first of all, you are able to monitor their growth. And in case you have hired someone, first of all, this hiring procedure should be layered. Otherwise, anyone can enter into and devastate the things out. So if
Correct.
you're punctual, if your hiring team is good, if you have invested good amount of time going through not just resume but also personality, and being a girl, I think I'm good at sensing people. I can sense, and thanks to spirituality, I get to know whether this person would be able to go well or not. But in case we all are humans, we are able to commit errors. If I get that person, first of all, feedback, of course, works. Secondly, take instant decisions. If you're just thinking, oh, if I'll say no to this person, what the person would feel, no, you have to take harsh decision too. At times you have to say no, it wouldn't work for the company. Company's like a baby. You cannot feed
Right.
something poisonous to baby.
Correct.
That's why.
So you want to give some time, and then feedbacks, and again feedbacks, and then when you realize that, okay, this is not going to work out any further, so you probably
Yeah.
have to take the harsh decision. So yeah.
Yes, you have to. Otherwise, you're not doing justice to your job role. A good leader is not the one who's good at pleasing people. A good leader is the one who can show that, okay, this is the real image
So have
which is
you
being portrayed by your
encountered
work.
such experience so far? I
Multiple
mean,
times,
recently.
yes. course. So the
So
thing is, it's easy to say that, oh, hiring is simple. You just ask questions and you get
it is
people on
not.
board. It's
Yeah.
not. I say first thing whenever the people, anyone is on board, that now whatsoever good or bad you do, I would be responsible for it. Right? My name is now connected with you. Let's suppose I've hired you, Mr. Rakesh. If you do something great, somewhere or the other, I would get the credit to, oh, this person was brought by Shruti.
Right.
Right? But in case something went wrong by any chance, again, I would be blamed for it. Right? Or I would be told that you have to give the feedback. So first of all, there should be some quality check. If the person is ready to accept feedbacks, then only you should hire. But talking about my decisions, there have been moments where I would say my parents, I was quite young that time when I started this. I would talk how to say no. The skill should be there in yourself. Instead of thinking what the person might feel, you have to take harsh decision for the company.
Right.
Right? So
Absolutely
always
agree.
give your time. I would have a meeting with the person, telling them, oh, this can be a good flow which you can step onto, or what others are doing right. Instead of saying that, hey, Mr. Ravish, you, let's suppose taking example of English, you should work on your vocabulary. Or how about I say we should work on vocabulary? Which one sound better?
Yeah, we should work on vocabulary. That sounds better.
Absolutely. So if you're able to sugarcoat but equally able to give the true essence of your words or lessons, you can transform people. And as they say, love caters all. But there
Yeah,
are times when you get people who are hard nut to crack. So in that case, you have to take harsh decision.
absolutely.
Else life has been great.
Right.
Oh my goodness, it feels as if someone is interviewing me. Uh, was I able to answer the questions you portrayed?
You're sure. Yes, yes. Thank you for that.
Oh, not at all. I didn't feel that our first discussion would turn up to be an interview or Q&A types, but it is good. I hope I could meet the expectations of your questions. That's what I
Yeah,
wonder.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Oh, after a long time, I feel that you have a great hold on your voice. The articulation set is going great. I hope people have complimented you about that too earlier. Did you
Yeah, yeah.
receive?
That's right.
That's really
Thank you.
great. You have a soothing voice, and it complements your speech. Though you have a small accent specialist, but it doesn't overpower your words, so it's easy for someone to understand what you're saying. Else, it would be tricky.
Thank you again.
And oh, no issues, not at all. Is there any feedback for me? Anything you think I should work on? Though you sound eloquent.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to give you a feedback, or
Yeah,
you, or
your life experience. As I'm going to tread on a new life, a new journey, of course. So, what your experience teaches so far, if you
I
could share
think,
one
yeah,
leaf.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, the way that you're heading is again is risky again, and at the same time that's profitable. And one has to get into it if you wanted to probably do incredible in your life. You have to take risks, and like I said, when you are in your jobs, that probably even I realize sometimes that uh, like I'm into a comfort zone somewhere, and which always I always wanted to come out of it, and I'm also exploring so many other things. But I think that's not working out for me. Say, for example, I'll tell you that you know, I am also a voiceover artist, and again I have done some projects, right, and I got a lot of good feedback about my voice, and people have appraised and given very positive feedback. So I thought, let's get into it. And I've also taken some programs I've already attended. So though I have been doing the voiceover kind of thing, I've done some projects as well, but I wanted to get into it. I wanted to dive deep into it, but I'm not able to do it because of maybe schedule, or because of kind of, you can say, the comfort zone and everything. I've been trying to do it, but I'm not able to execute it in the way I'm expecting. So I don't know how much labor it requires, how much devotion it requires, but what I have heard and listened, I've been listening to people, every day. If I talk about the voiceover artist and everything, right? So they've been putting their efforts a lot in order to become perfect, or say a good narrator, right? So even if I talk about advertisements and all of that, so they invest a lot of time and energy towards it, and I believe I'm not able to do that, all because of the schedule, all because of jobs and everything. So you have so many things to take care of, right, in life. But you want to do
Yes.
something great and incredible. But there are certain situations which will not allow you to do as per what you expect. So that happens. That happens, I think, for most of the people. So, like you
Mm-hmm.
said, you've been doing so many things all together parallelly. So that takes me by surprise is that, okay, I mean, if you're doing it right, you're expecting results, and that results are also coming out of all your efforts. That's something one should definitely go for it. But when results are not coming as per your expectation, then I think there are so many things that you need to work on, right? You need to work on your
Indeed.
errors and mistakes and everything, and make sure that you are able to do that next time. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say uh, about things. Yeah, if you have something to probably add into it.
No, absolutely. They say if you are dedicated enough and if your intentions and your heart is at right place, of course you would get results. And talking about multiple things, yes, at time you have to focus on just one thing. If you're not seeing results, at last everyone would look at the outcome, isn't
Right,
it?
right,
You
absolutely.
know about the journey, maybe your loved ones would know, but the people out there would look at the success or what the result comes out.
End results.
So
Yes.
that's what you should focus on. I'm trying, and as they say, you live and you learn.
Right. Right. Correct.
Okay, on this note, we shall wrap the session up. Otherwise, the call would disconnect abruptly. It was really great talking to you. The pleasure was mine to have you here today, and it felt really great.
Thank you,
I
Shruti.
hope you
Yeah,
enjoyed the session too.
I also enjoyed very much. I had a great session with you, and hopefully we'll connect sometimes later as well.
Truly looking forward. Have a great day and have a great
Thank you.
weekend.